Good morning and welcome back. Welcome back. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. As I've stated, welcome back to Trade Genius Live. I'm your host and the brand ambassador of the Edge Fund Prop Firm, TradeGheenyuz. And man, good to see y'all. Good to be back. Had a very, I won't even say it was busy. It was just popping. The last week was really popping. My voice still a little shaky from the week. It was actually hoarse on Friday. Yeah, voice was super hoarse, but had a great week last week. Let me get in here and say good morning to all my peoples. And yeah, Karate 357, Grand Risings, V Brewer, yo. Blunt Machete, good morning. Yeah, we're back, bro. Donna, good morning. Good morning. April, good morning. Mr. Cologne Jr., good morning. Karen Howard, good morning. April said amazing. Heaven Enjoy Life, good morning. Janice, hey. Sin, good morning. Trinelli Nell, morning. Which I said, it's finally back. It's finally back. Find out on this episode of Trade Like Trend. I love it. T. Pruitt, my brother, good morning. Bodovan, happy new trading day. Everyone, good to see you. Jerry Jack, a.k.a. Mr. Payout in the building. Good morning. Chrissy, good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome back. Thank you. We missed you too. For real. Well, I say we. I missed you too, honestly. Yeah, it was crazy not being on stream, but then just with everything going on, I was just like, man, it was kind of good for me to, you know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, like things was moving. But it was good. It was a great week. Would you say I arrived? Serena, good morning. Tutelli, good morning. Dusk of a Legend, order filled. What's up, Dusk? Q, Grand Risings. That's what's up. Kendall Oliver, good morning. Thank you, Serena. Appreciate you. Happy to be back. Like I said, my voice still a little catching up. And dog, good morning. Ari, welcome back. Oh, I said that like it was to you. Marvin Mensa, thank you. Good morning. And good morning to you as well, Ari. Yeah. So, considering that we didn't have no live stream, I'm interested to know, how did everybody do last week? That is the question of the hour. How did everybody do last week? Let's talk about that right now. How did we do? How do we do? Let me know how y'all do. How'd y'all do last week? Excuse me. Do you felt you did better? Or do you felt you did not as good as far as with your trading? How'd y'all feel? Last week was money all green. Got it. Moodinator, what's good? So my question is, how did y'all feel not being on stream? Do y'all feel like, whether you were green or red, do you feel like not being on stream, so-called training wheels was off, right? Y'all had to get it. Do you feel like you locked in more because we weren't on stream? Or do you feel like you weren't as locked in? Good morning, Jazz Rich. Hazen 517, good morning. Hilton Osborne, good morning. So how did y'all what do you think? Regardless if you were green, regardless if you passed anything, like do you think that how would I say, do you think you had what is this? Do you think your week was, considering that we were not on stream, do you think your week, do you think you executed better? I think that's what I'm trying to ask. Do you think you executed better, regardless if you made money, whatever? Do you think you executed better? It's not about like any money that we made. I'm talking merely about process right now. I did overtrade afterwards, though. Lonely, watched my trades too much. Got you. My trading fluctuated. Got you. We felt lost. My morning wasn't the same, to be honest. I like hearing your tips while I put my breakout in. Got you. Without the stream, I had to go to my notes. Got you. Green on all. Test up a little on pros. Got it. Was 1K away from passing my eval, then blew it in revenge trading because we're back. But we're back this month, and I've learned a lot last month. Got you. Felt pushed into survival without the stream, but I created a new confidence in myself. Will still prefer your stream 2 times a week. Type. Got you. Stream helped confirm my thinking, and I truly missed it. Got you. I did not execute better. Got you. Sticking true to my strat is why I'm up. That's what's up, Dusk. The entire weeks I followed my process and gave me results. I just got irritated. Got you. Okay. And that's what I was wondering. Like, like how well was your execution considering, we're not here. You know what I'm saying? Because I do understand being here definitely makes it, how would I say? It makes it I know being here makes it, I don't know if the word is easier, but I know it makes it much more makes it much more doable. You have a lot of confirmation that you can have, right, when we're talking about stuff. Depending on what we're looking at, when we're looking at trades, when we're looking at the market, when we're talking about news. You know what I'm saying? So I was just wondering, like, considering that we had to lock in without getting any tips of the day, any questions of the day, how did that fare well? But that makes sense, though. I get it. And I was just curious because I was like, all right, I'm gonna see how well the community does, considering that we weren't on stream. And that was just for me to try to get a gauging point of I'm just doing my daily levels for today. Get a gauging point of how much the stream, not necessarily stream helping, but how much is helping you engage. It would be the best way that I would put it. But either way, I'm definitely glad like y'all was green all week. I mean, that was cool. I actually didn't really have no time to trade. Once we started going, I was up. We were up pretty early and we was rocking out. So I truly didn't really have no time. Like, we was moving. By the time it was time for the stream, we was already moving around. That's why I was like, you know what, I'm not going to even, because it was going to, kind of tap into, what I had going on there. But at the end of the day, it was good. I learned a lot. That was the whole point. It was my first show ever. I learned a lot. I purchased my first 3 cards. And I got them, and I actually got them graded. Well, I actually submitted them for grading. So that was really cool. Met some really, really cool people. Just learned a lot. I was just soaking everything up. So getting there early for me was very, very important. Like I said, which is the reason why I just had to, not be on stream, unfortunately. But it's like almost like a once in a lifetime opportunity, because the show only comes around once a year. But yeah, but other than that, I'm glad y'all was able to fare out. I'm glad, Todd, good morning. She said, being here builds confidence for real, but I know my problem. I got funded and got super excited and just started doing stupid stuff. I'm telling myself that's stupid, so I can still do it. I heard that. It's like we're out of onboarding, and there still needs to be a safe place for further understanding or guidance. We're at the next step. Got you. What Trinelli say? Okay. She said, ignore that DM. Oh, okay. No worries. No. Yeah, I still got to get in my DMs. For the ones that DM me, I'll be jumping in those today. But it was truly like crazy nonstop. But it was dope though. All right, so let's get to let's check out the news real quick. We got a few minutes. While we're doing that, let me know. Let's go ahead and audit our feelings. Let me know how y'all feeling. One word me in the chat. Whatever word that is, let me know. Good, not good, refreshed, not refreshed, whatever it is, let me know. Let's audit our feelings. For me, I am feeling, how would I say? I'm feeling content. I'm gonna put mine in the chat. So I'm feeling content. And then we'll go ahead and go over some news. All right, let's see here. Let's go ahead and plug this guy in. All right, so absolutely. This is my second time in the stream, and the first time you motivated me so much that taught me there were things way more to life than I could ever imagine. For me, direction was uncertain without you. Oh, that's what's up, Karen. I appreciate that. We back in it. Blunt Machete said it's feeling peaceful. Having a joy life said great. Go ahead and put this on stream. I ain't gonna repeat that. Let my sister handle that. T. Brewer said blessed. Serena said ready. Prince said calm. V. Brewer ready. Chris said, come on, like for real, for real. Kaz, glad to be back. Yes, me too. Calm, I'm okay. Back to normal since we're on the stream. How excited, refreshed, renewed, focused. Bottom said focus. Great minds. Right. Chris, we appreciate you. All right, so let's go ahead and let's jump into news real quick. We got a few minutes. So today we have PMI at 7 a.m., which means we might want to chill a little bit before market opens, but we'll see. If we get it, if our strategy's set up, we'll go ahead and jump in. And we'll kind of go from there. So we're just focused on the day since we have limited time. There's a bank holiday in Canada as well. So we got one orange folder, one red folder, and that's it for us for today. Yep. Let's see here. Anybody over here talking? Kazakhstan's oil and gas fell 14% in July from June. CPS export disruption source. Yeah, it's disrupting everything. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and do that, and boom. All right. So once again, don't look like we'll get no daily today. Prices bouncing all over there. All right, cool. So, Sin, great to be back. Yep, DS invalidated, almost. Possibly will be. Yeah, possibly will be. Especially at 628, 630 hits. We got a couple minutes, so we'll kind of figure that out. I'm going to save everyone in our groups info, so I'll have it because I was a little empty last weekend. I ain't gonna lie. Got you. Chris said effectuated. Ooh, nice word. I love it. Trinelli Nell said ready. Yeah, we was rocking though. It was cool. Me and my big brother, we was rocking. Had a great time. Met a bunch of cool people. Like I said, y'all, bought my first 3 cards, man. That was pretty dope. My first 3 cards. Really, really cool. Really, really cool. So we have, okay. So DS is invalidated. Beautiful. All right, what's 15-minute time frame? Okay, so this candle has to close bearish for us to get a 15-minute banger. So, dang it, I didn't even jump on screen with my big brother, man. I meant to jump on with him. Tripping. Hold up, y'all. Let me plug in real quick. But yeah, no DS. DS is invalidated. And like I said, we need that candle to stay bearish to get a 15-minute banger. Let me go into Discord and let me follow that up. I know Serena jumped in there. Let me make sure I follow that up. And where are we at here? And add everyone. DS is invalidated. All right, boom. Serena, I was racing you that time. I was racing you. I was racing you. All right, cool. Let's get this up. All right, and nope. Yep. All right, so if we do get a 15-minute banger, this candle is pretty huge right now. Let's see here what we got. The high is 436. Ooh, it's already over 100, well, close to 100 points, like 90 something points right now. Yeah, it'll be 100 points. Yes, there's 100 points right there. So that's 400 ticks already, and it's not, and the candle hasn't even closed. So if you're gonna take it, y'all know, need to definitely err on the side of caution.
Do I always use the 5-minute fill line?
So but yeah, this thing is going to be pretty huge. All right, so with that stated, let's go ahead and get our mental muscle working because there's still another 12 minutes before this candle close. Looks like perhaps we may get it. Draw on liquidity would be down here. Would actually be right here. So let's just jump into it. All right, so let's get back to main screen and let's go to question of the day. And question of the day today is what is a contract month and how do you read the NQ ticker symbol correctly? Just dealing with some basics, right? And understanding how do we read it, right? So what is a contract month and how do you read it? Oh, yeah, what's good, yeah? All right, y'all. So when I was out, that's what's up. Let me put this on screen. So check this out, y'all. So we have one of my brothers we have in the inner circle and that's been Trey. He actually was in the inner circle before I was. Brother named Chad and C Moore. And, we got cool or whatever. And, we used to, hit each other up. He actually is from Chicago, but lives pretty close. Pretty close. He actually was living here in, actually not too far from me here in Calabasas. And we were supposed to link, it was a while ago, like before my foot surgery, we were supposed to link and play some ball. And, we never got a chance to because he was back and forth. He's taking care of business stuff, has family. He's married. Shout out to wifey. Shout out to B. And so when we went to Chicago, we linked up, and like after the show, and we hung out. They got a nice cafe, corner bakery. So we went there, but we actually before we even did that, we linked up, hung out, and when I think like the next day or the day after, I went to the cafe, and they invited us out, and we went there, and this is his daughter. His daughter's Yaya, and she's a trader, and we were talking about trading, so I invited her on the stream. I told her pop in, and she said, yeah, I'm gonna jump on. I said, please let me know when you jump on so I can shout you out. So, man, everybody welcome Yaya to the stream. Like I said, she's a young sister, very intelligent, you know what I'm saying? But she is locking in on being a trader. And so everybody just welcome her, just like I said, everybody just welcome her to the stream. She's going to be rocking with us. But I'm glad she's here. And so we can get the psychology and get, everything going. Please, if y'all don't be afraid to, like, what I'm saying? If you got questions, ask questions. The community is, this community is very, very loving and gracious and welcoming. So all the sisters in here, all the brothers in here, everybody good. So like I said, you have questions about anything, just pop it in the chat. You know what I'm saying? And we are definitely, here to help you. But I'm so glad that you came. That's what's up. Good to see you again, for real, for real. And yeah, man. So like I said, man, welcome y'all, man, for real, for real. That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm glad you're here, my sister. For real, for real. For real, for real. That's super cool. Super cool. I saw you. I was like, yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, it was good. Oh, and that chai latte that you made me. Yeah, that chai latte that you made me, that was fire. I just wanted to let you know. I didn't get a chance to tell you that, but that was fire. And when I come back, I'll be back in a few weeks. I'm coming to get another one, just to let you know. Yeah, I'll be back there in a few weeks. So I'm definitely coming to get another one. But yeah, man, that was really, really cool, and I appreciate y'all welcoming her. Like I said, she's a really, really good, just a good human. But you know what I'm saying, young sister getting it in. You know what I'm saying. So like I said, welcome y'all, man. That's fire, 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 fire. All right, so. We got about another 7 minutes before the candle closes. The candle has flipped bullish. I'm sure y'all saw that if y'all on the 15-minute time frame. So let's talk about contract months. So, and I appreciate all y'all welcoming y'all, for real, for real. So what is a contract month and how do you read NQ ticker symbol? So let's go to screen share. Let's talk about that. It's real simple. So remember, so if you're looking up at my screen, looking at where my mouse is, of course, M stands for micros, right? NQ is the symbol, right? That's meaning futures, right? That's the symbol. U is the contract month, right? And we have 4 contract months because they come out every quarter. Y'all know we have 4 quarters in a year. So remember, it's always going to be H, starts with H. That's for January, February, March. Then we have M, which is for April, May, and June. We have U, which is July, August, September. And then we have Z, which is October, November, December. So that's our 4 contract months. And they're all, like I said, depicted by letter. So right now, of course, it's August, right? So we're in U. So just remember that. So it's only 4. It's always 4. And of course, when you see 2026, you just know it's for 2026 year, right? So just think next year, it'll be MNQ H at the beginning of the year, 2027. Then it'll be MNQ M 2027, MNQ U 2027, and MNQ Z 2027. These contract months never change. It's always H, M, U, and Z. And remember, there's only 4 contract months because our contracts run for 3 months at a time. So excuse me, let me say it this way. There's only 4 contract letters and they run 3 months at a time. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just keep that in mind. So just a little basic tip for the day. Nothing too, nothing too hard, but not say hard, but nothing too complex. Just, keeping all of that together, keeping all of that in line as far as like exactly what it is. Like I said, I just figured we'd do a little bit of basics today just to get us back acclimated. But just remember, so even if it's just NQ, y'all know that's a mini, right? So remember, it's always ticker symbol, month, letter of the month, and the year. So that's pretty much how that's how our contract months will always be for NQ. So, and that's true. And let me say that's going to be for like TradeGheenyuz and TradingView. Now on Ninja Trader, they don't use months in there as let me put this up on stream. So as Moodinator said, they don't use months. They don't have the contract letter the month letter, right? The contract for that month in their breakdown of the symbols, but they still, even though you don't see it because this is how it's listed, they still use the months. It's just not listed in how how NinjaTrader puts it out, like how you can see here on how TradeOvate and TradingView does it. That's the only difference. So TradeOvate, TradingView, they have the contract month in the heading of what you're trading, but in NinjaTrader they don't. But if you see, they have the the numbers instead. So you see it says 926. So 9 for this particular example, 9 would just be really you, right? Because that's September, right? Because you is September. So that's the only difference. NinjaTrader puts the actual contract, the actual number of the month. So they go with 9. You know what I'm saying? If it was contract H, it would be 326. Contract June, 626. Contract Z, 1226. That's the only difference, but it's still the same thing. But that's the only other difference. Shout out to you, Moodinator. Thank you for bringing that up. And for anyone that may be on NinjaTrader and you see it, then you just kind of know it's pretty much the same thing. Just basically just know that NinjaTrader is substituting the actual, like September being the 9th month of the year versus the actual letter U. So that would be the only difference. But still same thing. Nothing else changes. It's just the way that it's listed. All right. So we have about, let's see here. We got about 2 minutes before we can get a candle close here. So we'll see. So right now we're looking at about, let's see here. The high of this candle is 540 is the high of that candle. And right now we're kind of hovering around 100 points. Yeah, we're hovering around 100 points. So that'd be 400 ticks. So we definitely want to make sure if we're taking this trade, that we are taking this trade. Let's do this because I'm out on these contracts. I'm out on this trade, so I can log out of there. Let me log out over here and bring my other accounts here. Let me log into those. All right, and bam. All right, cool. Now, excuse me. And this should be, yep, that's the right one. That's the right one. That's the right one. All right, cool. So we'll go ahead and see what we get. We have another minute that possibly we can get this trade if it flips. But remember, it will be at least a 400 tick stop loss. So I definitely would say I probably would go in on 3 micros. Because with a 400 tick stop loss, that'd be like $600, right? So let's be smart. Let's make sure that we're risking properly and we are, not over leveraging. So looks like this may be invalidated. We got about 20 something seconds left. So we'll see how that's going to fare out. And as I stated, everyone that DM me, I'll be definitely getting to your DMs today. So, but yeah, I don't know. It was my first time in Chicago, y'all. So it was really, really cool. All right. So DS is invalidated. 15-minute banger is invalidated. I'm racing you, Serena. I'm racing you. I'm racing you. I'm racing you. No, I'm just playing. I'm racing you, Serena. I'm racing you. I'm racing you. She beat me. That's what's up. Appreciate you, Serena. For real, for real. All right. So both of our trades were invalidated today. So y'all know what that means. We do what? We sit on our hands. So, the good thing is that it's definitely good to sit on our hands. And I was racing you too, Serena. I ain't gonna even lie. But nah, you beat me. It's all good. All right, so DS was invalidated today. Excuse me. 15-minute banger was invalidated today. So let's go ahead and get into our tip of the day. Let's just keep moving along. I can go ahead on and log out of all of them. Log in out of my accounts because I will not be taking a trade today. Definitely be sitting on my hands, and boom, and that's done. And let's see here. So let's get back to main screen. And all right, so we talked about the contract month. I think that was fairly simple, fairly straightforward. If you have any questions on that, just hit me up. But I think that's pretty straightforward. Very, very straightforward. All right, so tip of the day. Tip of the day today is it's kind of, this one is like a no-brainer. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely wanted to. Good morning, sis. I'm so glad you are. I've been meaning to hit you up. My bad, because I was checking in on you. No excuses. My bad. But I'm glad that you're doing good. You know what? I did see you when I was actually at the show last week. I happened to have my phone because it was just loud up in there, and the reception in there was atrocious. Literally, the reception in there was atrocious. Even their Wi-Fi was atrocious because there was so many people that Wi-Fi couldn't even handle. The bandwidth and the Wi-Fi couldn't even handle all that. Like the Wi-Fi was bottlenecked out. But I happen to, like, in different areas, you get better reception than others. And I don't know, I had my phone. I think I was taking a video of the cars that I purchased, and I saw your message come through. You was like, I'm back. And then I saw you posting, calling out trades. I'm like, oh yeah, she back. So that's what's up. I'm glad you're feeling good. I'm glad you're back. Happy to have you back. And yeah, that's what's up. And once I saw you posting, like all the way you was posting, I was like, oh yeah, she back. But that's good, man. I'm like I said, prayers up, and you know what I'm saying. Get back all the way back. You know what I'm saying, 100%. Still gonna take a little bit of time, but I know you're gonna be good. But that's what's up. It's definitely good to have you back in your full healthy capacity. Straight up. All right. So, very simple one here, right? Another, not really basic, but more on the, how would I say, more on the risk side of things, right? This is more of like from a risk perspective, right? So what we always want to do is what? So I think something that we kind of know, right? It's something that we just do when it comes to just budgeting, right? You want to separate your trading capital from your personal finances and never trade money you can't afford to lose. Just always think about that. This is something that I think about when I go to Vegas. Now, I haven't been to Vegas in a while, but I do go to Vegas. I like to play roulette and I like to play blackjack. And usually what I do is I'll take like $500 or whatever it is, and then like that's it. You know what I mean? And I go there to Vegas for entertainment. So I may see some shows, but when I'm actually gambling in Vegas, I still do it from the perspective of that $500 is like going to a show, or like going to a show, dinner, whatever. And then like once that's it, that's it. If I win some money, cool. If I don't, cool. But at that point, I'm done. It's just for entertainment. That's how I look at it. So I use this same ideology when it comes to trading. You know what I'm saying? Like I use the same ideology when it comes to gambling in Vegas, but it's also you can use it in trading. You know what I'm saying? Like you never ever trade money you can't afford to lose. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. And if you have to, you should be budgeting. You should be budgeting a particular amount of money every month of what you're going to do for, your accounts and whatever else that you have going on. Remember, we're already paying for subscriptions and all of that type stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we're already spending money. So just keep that in mind. It's real simple. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're trading with personal finance, like if you don't make a budget and you're not separating that, then if you think about it, your personal finances, that's like trading with scared money, right? And that's what we call it. Scared money, meaning what? That could be like your rent money, your savings. It could be like maybe some emergency fund money for some bills, something like that. And that's going to create very, very serious emotional decisions. That's why we call it scared money, because that's not money that's money you shouldn't be trading with. You know what I'm saying? So now your risk capital, that's the money that you set aside. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, you set that aside because that's going to be what? This is specifically for trading and trading only. Whether you lose, whether you're profitable, not profitable, whatever the case may be, that is still money that that if you buy some accounts and you blow them, it's like no harm, no foul. Your personal life is still rocking cool. You know what I mean? So never, ever, ever do that. I think everyone knows that is not the way. That is not trading. That will be considered now you're gambling. You're segueing into gambling, right? So just remember that's a real simple tip. And also too, like for anyone that's new, start small. Just go buy you one account. And I always say, if you're new, you should be using prop firm accounts, not your own money. Now, what I recommend is opening up an account with your own money, $100, go to Tradeovate, drop $100 in there, get that account going. You don't have to use the money. The money will just sit there. There's no penalty. They don't charge you anything or nothing like that. Like you open the account, it's free. Drop $100 in a Tradeovate account. Then once that money, those funds are cleared into your account, I would say go ahead and purchase the data. You know what I mean? And then just go from there. So if you ask me, Trent, why would I go open a Tradeovate account, just put $100 in and leave in there, being the fact that I'm not trading out of it? Because you want the account so you can demo trade. You should not be using the paper trading function on TradingView. And what I mean by that is, where we at? Yeah, this right here. You should not be using this. I tell everyone, do not use the paper trading function on TradingView. It's not conducive to your trading environment. Remember, TradingView is a trading platform. They are not a broker. So keep that in mind. They're not a broker. They're just a trading platform, meaning a platform that allows you, these are brokers, to log into one of your brokers on TradingView, which is a trading platform, and trade on TradingView. So don't get those confused. No one, I recommend, do not use this paper trading option. You want to demo trade, paper trade, same thing, right? 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. We're saying the same thing. I'm saying the same thing. I'm just saying it two different ways, right? All right. So do not use this function. Why? This function is not conducive to the environment that you're going to be trading in. When you're trying to place entries and stuff like that, it's different. It's a little bit different. It may look the same because you're on the same charting, you're on TradingView, but it's going to function differently. And you don't want that. You want everything that you do, you want to be seamless. So this is why I'm saying this, because I'm saying this is why I recommend going to Tradeovate, putting $100 in there, letting the funds clear. And once the funds are clear, then the system will allow you to purchase data. You cannot purchase data on Tradeovate until you have a funded account, meaning you have funds in your account. Now, why would you need that? Because you would use that for demo trading. That's all you're going to use it for. The $100 is going to stay there. Nothing's going to happen. So the $100 is going to always be there. And then the data only costs you $12 a month. Pretty simple. Now, that's for your demo trading. So going back to what I was stating earlier, if you're new, I recommend you to trade with prop firm accounts. That's going to be your live trading. So prop firm account, live trade. That's what you'll use to live trade. Why? Because you can go get a prop, you can get a prop firm account for very inexpensive. It's going to be a lot less a lot less money out of your pocket trading from a prop firm account versus trying to trade your own funds. Because remember, to trade one micro, you need at least $100 in your account, right? So if you want to trade 5 micros, that's 500. But remember, that's still 500 of your dollars. It only makes sense to go get a prop firm account, and then you have the leverage of 25,000, 50,000, 100,000, 150,000. You can get a like a 100K account for anywhere between $100 to $200, depending on the prop firm. So that's what I recommend. All right. So, and what will that do? That will also allow you to have minimal skin in the game when it comes to your finances. You know what I'm saying? You can budget much easier for prop firm accounts than you could for trying to fund your live account. So just keep that in mind. But other than that, let me jump back to main screen here. But other than that, just remember, start small. Make sure you have proven to yourself that the system works. And the way that you do that is what? If you're going to pick up first of all, you should be trading with a strategy. That's number one. Number one, you should be trading with a strategy. Once you figure out a strategy that you're going to trade, then you need to be back testing that strategy going back 3 years. And you're going to use FX Replay for that. Now, once you do that, going back 3 years is going to take you some months to complete, but that is your work. How would I say, that is your that's a part of training. Look at that as training. Don't look at it like I need to get to the money. You're not going to get to the money no quicker by not back testing. Actually, it's going to take you even longer to get to the money. And you shouldn't be focusing on the money anyway. You should be focusing on your process, not your profits. So just keep that in mind. We are process-driven traders. We are not profit-driven traders. Profits are the byproduct of what we do as traders, meaning it's the end result. There's so many other things that you have to do before you can get to a payout and before you can get to profits. Just keep that in mind. So many things. So many things that you have to do. So focus on the process. Do your back testing. Once you get that rocking, bam. Now you have an idea. Because if you just look at it this way, you won't just have an idea. You will have a foundation to know how to execute this strategy. Boom. Then on top of that, once you get done with that, you'll go to demo trading. Now you'll be trading that same strategy in the live environment. This is where your TradeGheenyuz account comes in, right? Now you can demo trade the strat. Now you can see what the strategy does in real time. You've already back tested it. So that means if you back tested it going over 3 years, that means what? You have, you have put in all the reps that you need in order to learn how to execute it. Where your stop loss goes, where your entry goes, to make sure that you are taking that strategy and executing it step by step correctly, the way that the strategy is based on the strategy's rules. And then after that, you're good. Now you demo trade. Now, what is that going to do for you? It's going to allow you to, first of all, keep your trading capital separate from your personal finance, but also give you a foundation of understanding risk, leverage, all of those things. So when you get that prop firm account, you keep it, you hold on to it. You know what I'm saying? So we have like 1 minute before news, or actually we have seconds before news. News at 7. So we'll see what that's going to do. But yes, that's pretty much what you want to do. And then look like news is kind of womp womp. Let's go to screen share real quick. So 7 o'clock candle. Yeah, news looks like it was a little womp womp, but we'll see. But anyway, so going back to what I was stating, at that point you'll prove that the system works, right? And then from there, get your prop firm account. Now you can trade. Now you've demo traded that. You back tested strategy. Now you've demo traded it in your demo trading account. How would you know? Like, how would I know? Okay, I back tested this strategy. Now I'm demo trading it. How would I know that I'm ready to go to like trade a prop firm account how you would know is you would want to at least double your your account, like the dollar amount in your account for your demo account. So if you started it at 20 bands, you want to at least double it to 40. You get it to 40, you're good. You can honestly say, from my back testing, from my demo trading, boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm ready to live trade now. And then once you do that, then there you are. Now you're ready to go. You got you go and get your prop firm account, spend a couple $100 or get a 50K account, maybe a little bit less of that. And now how would I say, you not only have you separated your personal finances from your trading capital, but also too, you've done it very economically, right? Because remember, you're just getting started, right? And then there you are. Now you're trading. Now you're in the game. Now you can start getting an idea and a feel of how everything is going to work and how everything goes. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, you have back tested, you have demo traded, you have done all the things you need to do to get yourself ready for live trading. And then there you are. Very, very simple. It's not complex at all. It's, like I said, understanding that you have to do things in steps, but also understanding that you are separating trading capital from your personal finances. And I think with the prop firm accounts, it allows you to do that. Because think about it. For like $300, you can get you, depending on the prop firm, you can get a few different accounts. Now, if you're going to go with TEF, remember, there's no evals with us. You know what I'm saying? So with that stated, you can go ahead on and what? You can go ahead on and have a funded account and rock that one. That means it's already funded. You don't even have an eval to pass. All you have to do is get to your payout threshold, follow the rules, stay within your 20% consistency, keep that intact, and you'll be able to start taking some payouts, meet all the other metrics. So, and there it is. But always remember, separate your trading capital from your personal finances. You know what I'm saying? That is the way that you have to do it. That is the way that you have to do it. So, there it is. There it is, there it is, there it is. So, other than that, let's see here. After you've purchased a funded account, it comes with its own market data, correct? That's correct. So remember this, y'all. Good question, Earthboy Forever. Every account that you purchase, how would I say, every prop firm account that you purchase, the data comes with it. Now, for your live account, so you can demo trade, that's going to be $12 a month because you have to pay for data. Even if you use TradingViews, paper trading, which I don't recommend, you still have to pay for data there. So that you have to pay for. Now, on your prop firm account, any prop firm account you purchase, funded or not, how would I say, it definitely will always come with the data that you need. So when you're trading your prop firm account, you're good. Setting up your TradeEvade account and funding it with like just $100, that's all you need. That will be for you to be able to demo trade. We need to have our demo trading feature, not just to demo trade our strategies, but on days like today where we had both of our strategies invalidated, today would be a good day to demo trade. Or if you just need to scratch that itch, if you just feel like that you want to trade, that you need to trade, right? Demo trading will be the perfect options for that. So this way you're not taking, how would I say, you're not just taking, bad trades, because there are times where when you're new and you haven't fully, how would I say, got into, when you haven't fully got into your trading career, and you're not, when I say fully got into it, meaning like you're still trying to understand your way through, like you haven't fully got it yet. There's going to be times where you're going to feel like you want to trade. You know what I mean? So demo trading will help you scratch that itch, because when you're first starting out, you may feel like you want to trade, that you need to trade every day, and that's okay. That's what happens. That's a part of being new. There's nothing wrong about that. But the way that you can offset not taking bad entries is being able to, good word, April, grasping. Good word. Appreciate that. When you're just grasping everything, good word. Thank you. How would I say? You're once you get it done, like once you get to the point to where you sit down and you're like, okay, I know like my charts, like what I need to do. I know like I need to be, demo trading. I know that, okay, these trades are invalidated, but I can't trade. I need to sit on my hands. Sometimes learning how to sit on your hands is something that takes some learning as well, right? It's not like, all right, B Cologne, be good, brother. Have a great day. So sitting on your hands is also taking a position, right? And it takes work to understand to sit on your hands and not trade. And when you're new, you want to trade, you want to get in there. I get it. Now, on a day like today, once again, where both of our trades were invalidated, for me, I'm good. I've overcame that already. I've been doing this for almost 2 years. So, well, I'm saying almost 2 years. I'm over 2 years. I'm almost 2.5 now. What am I talking about? So the way that you can scratch that itch is demo trade. Like today, you could be demo trading. Trades are invalidated. There's no trade out there. Okay, log out of your account, right? Log out of your whether it's your prop firm account, whatever you got going on, log out of that because you're not going to live trade. Then you log into your demo account and then boom, you know what I'm saying? And then you can demo trade. You can try some stuff. You can practice some stuff. But remember, when you're demo trading, treat it just like your regular account. Don't do things when you're demo trading that you wouldn't do in your live account, because that's not building good trading habits. So other than that, I mean, that's pretty much it, and you always want to go start small, prove the system works, and then add capital from there. When I say add capital, maybe you go from trading 1 micro in your prop firm account to trading 2. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe 3 micros. You build up, but never the other way around. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't just go heavy on contracts and buying multiple accounts and all of that stuff without going through back testing, demo trading, starting small, and proving that your system works. So other than that, that's pretty much all I had on that. I just thought that it'd be something to, to definitely, how would I say, kind of expand on, because when you're separating your capital from personal finance, there's a lot of different ways you can do that. And as I stated, going with prop firm accounts is the best way. And yeah, so exactly what Earthboy Forever said, the market data is $12 a month. That's solely for demo trading. FX Replay is definitely your subscription for back testing. Those are things that you need. Those are your tools. You got to have your tools. And think about this. Don't be cheap trying to get rich. And I say that, meaning you're going to have to pay for some subscriptions. $12 a month, that's nothing. You know what I'm saying? $35 a month on back testing, that's nothing. You know what I mean? That's $47. You can factor that in. That's a part of, it's not necessarily part of your trading capital, but it could be a part of your trading budget, right? So, and then you add on that, you add whatever prop firm accounts you're going to get, whether you're going to go with TEF and get a funded account, or if you're going to go to another prop firm. You know what I'm saying? But either way, my point is now you have an idea of the amount of money that you possibly can allot every month, right? And it doesn't tap into your personal finances. And there it is. And it's very, very easy. Now you get to the point to where you start getting payouts. Guess what you do with that payout? Let's say you got a $500 payout. Take $250 of that, or whatever it is. I'm not going to put a dollar amount. Whatever your payout is, take half of that, right? Take half of it, put it in half of it, replenish yourself, right? The other half, you can put that into your TradeGheenyuz account. And you can just build that up. Treat that like a savings account, right? And you can build it up. And then when you get to the point to where you get maybe $1,000, $5,000 in there, not only can you trade your prop firm accounts, you can also trade your live account. You know what I mean? So there's many, many ways you can do it. You know what I'm saying? V Brewer, that's what's up, my brother. Have a great day. You know what I mean? So other than that, that's it. That'll be a good way to do it, and also separate your trading capital from your personal finances. You know what I'm saying? Because at some point, the idea is to be off of prop firms, and you want to, you know, also have a live account as well, because you can copy trade all of those together. You can copy trade your live account, meaning when I say live account, meaning your personally funded account, the account that you put your money in, with TradeGheenyuz, as well as your prop firm accounts. You can have all of those, copy trading them all at the same time. So that's the ultimate goal, right? But we use the prop firms to get us there. Like I said, because it's more economical, it's inexpensive, and if we blow an account on a prop firm, it's like no harm, no foul. We're only out of the amount of money that we spent to purchase that account, right? Versus blowing your live account. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to go back, spend a couple $100, $150, $80, you know what I'm saying, catching sales like that, getting a prop firm account and blowing that multiple times versus blowing your live account multiple times. So that is the idea. So other than that, if y'all don't have no questions for me, I think we're going to get up out of here. Where are we at? Boom. Let me go in here and see anybody say anything. I'm redirecting myself to back testing and paper trading the DS, 15-minute banger, and HSS for the full 3 years, and doubling the associated paper accounts. I'm realizing there are no shortcuts. Absolutely. Absolutely. And put that up on stream. This is it. I say this all the time. There are no shortcuts. You have to do this. Like, if you want to be successful and become an independent, consistent, profitable trader, you have to do this. With exactly what Karate 357 just stated. You got to do it. If you don't do it, you're hurting yourself. You're not going to get ahead. There's no other way to do it. There are no shortcuts. You can get in your brain and think, oh, I could just, okay. I'm gonna tell you, it's not gonna work. It may work for a little bit. It's not gonna give you longevity. And when I say a little bit, I mean like may be some days here or there where you make a little bit of bread, but that's not gonna be consistent. With any strategy, I don't care what strategy it is, what strategy you're following, like that's what you have to do. You have to back test, demo trade, and then from there you can go to the live market. But I would say do not reinvent your own. Don't try to invent your own strategy. Get a strategy that's proven, and then do the actual back testing and demo trading. That's what you need. That's just going to fine tune your skills. It's going to make you, you know what I'm saying? It's going to just make you super proficient with that strategy. I'm so mad I haven't went to trade this morning for uses. TradeGheenyuz, and I placed entry with ATM settings and it didn't stick and blew my accounts. Yeah, it happens sometimes. Yeah, I don't. That's why I don't trade on TradeGheenyuz. I trade on TradingView. All you have to do, Morbid Drifter, you can just log into TradingView with your My Fund of Future credentials, and that's what I do all the time. I'm always trading on TradingView, but I log into TradingView. I log into TradeGheenyuz on TradingView, and then whatever account credentials that I'm using when I log into my TradeGheenyuz on TradingView, that's the account that's going to pop up. So if I'm going to trade my Tradeify, my Take Profit, my Fund of Futures, my Apex, my Lucid, I am just logging into TradeGheenyuz on TradingView with those particular credentials, and then I'm in there. And that's another thing too. I don't recommend anyone using TradeGheenyuz to trade on. Should be trading on TradingView. Absolutely. Why? Why? Someone asked me why. Because it's much user friendly. It's much more seamless. It's just a better platform. I can tell you that just based on my research. I don't trade on it because I like it. I trade on it because it's the best thing to trade on. And from there, I began to like it because I began to understand what works best for trading. We're talking about money, right? We got to get out of our head, like what we like, what we don't like. Do what's going to be the most conducive. I like TradingView because I know it's the most conducive. I'm not trading on it just because I like it. I've come to learn to like it. You know what I mean? I've come to understand how to use it. So that's what I would say. I'm at a stage where I'm soaking up all the knowledge first. I appreciate the live stream and see y'all in the PM. Smash the like button. Absolutely appreciate you, Herb Boy Forever. Yeah, with that stated, we're gonna get up out of here. Like I said, we had two strategies. One of them didn't set up. Actually, none of them set up because they both were invalidated today. But with that stated, if anybody did make money today, please log out of your accounts. Do not give that money back to the market. Leave your charts up. It's always good to leave your charts up just so you can see what's going on during the day. Other than that, appreciate y'all. Love y'all as always. Glad to be back in the saddle. And also what I would say is, just always remember you're one trade away, right, from changing your life. So just keep that in mind. Just always keep that in mind. You're always one trade away from changing your life. So with that stated, you need to make sure that you are doing everything correctly in the proper steps, doing your back testing, doing your demo trading, getting those things in the proper order. So this way, you will have a solid foundation on how to approach your trading career. Other than that, shout out to Yaya for jumping on the stream with us. Definitely happy to have you. Welcome to the Trade Genius community. You are now a trade genius. I just thought that I'd say that. And other than that, shout out to the Edge Folder co-founders, my brothers, Juvier, Scalp God. Without them, we wouldn't be here. And y'all have a blessed remainder of y'all day. Definitely happy to be back in the saddle. And we'll definitely check y'all out this evening. All right, y'all. Signing off. Yay.